Everyone remembers those developers who made empty promises about projects in the past. Their plan was to burn billions of Shiba Inu tokens, sending their value soaring. However, I don't see them. We are now sick of even bringing it up, much less critiquing it. Please be patient. A solution has been identified by the Devi team, which is led by Shytoshi. The anticipated token burning of trillions have not yet taken place, and the reason for this has been discovered. Not only that, but I also have the answer. The video you are about to see is very important. Therefore, let us not squander a single moment and get right to the point. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the curve in the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more ship news, be sure to click the like button. Robinhood recently made headlines for transferring an unprecedented 3 trillion Shiba Inu tokens all at once. People that care about Shiba Inus are quite worried about this huge shakeup. Because it is a substantial fraction of the whole quantity of Shiba Inu tokens, the magnitude of this transfer has caused some to wonder. The market dynamics may be affected and investors could panic if there was such a large transfer of tokens. Famous cryptocurrency transaction monitoring portal Whale Alert brought this huge shift to light, calling it the largest Shiba Inu transaction of the previous 24 hours and the second largest of the last week. The coin's reported worth was around $80 million. The fact that the addresses in question have remained anonymous adds intrigue and fuels conjecture. The cryptocurrency market is now divided along positive and pessimistic feelings due to the absence of transparency. Investors are left in the dark as to whether the tokens were transferred to an exchange for possible sale or removed for long-term storage due to a lack of transparency. Investors tend to freak out when they hear such vague information as if they were in a fire and didn't know where the fire was. It sows seeds of doubt and panic, prompting some people to liquidate their assets in a panic about possible losses. However, things start to become intriguing at this point. According to a quick on-chain analysis done by the Crypto Basic, the top online trader's wallet seems to be the one that received the funds. Robinhood, an online marketplace. The fact that the sending address is also associated with Robinhood is intriguing. This suggests that the transaction did not include a deposit or a withdrawal. Rather, it was a standard procedure for moving funds inside the platform. As a means of optimizing liquidity handling and separating operational money from consumer deposits, exchanges like as Robinhood often transfer cash between their internal wallets in order to improve asset management or increase security. These measures are routine for improving efficiency in operations and do not affect the market in any noticeable way. It is quite reasonable to consider enhancing liquidity as a possible area of attention. A lot of anticipation has been piqued by the recent announcement of some big forthcoming projects from the Shiba Inu development team. Every trade relies on liquidity. The term describes how easily an item may be acquired or sold on the market without causing a big change to its price. Having an adequate number of buyers and sellers is crucial for efficient trade. Consider the following scenario. You have Shiba Inu tokens that you would want to sell, but nobody seems interested. Delays or even losses might occur if you can't locate a buyer prepared to pay a reasonable price. A high liquidity exchange, on the other hand, allows for fast and fair price execution of transactions, which is good for everyone involved. A possible indication of their preparation for growing interest in Shiba Inu might be this massive transfer of 3 trillion tokens from one Robinhood wallet to another. They may prevent liquidity issues and interruptions caused by spikes in trading activity by keeping a sufficient supply of tokens on hand. This is a calculated measure to provide a seamless trading experience for their consumers and to be ready for increased demand. The fact that other major exchanges have recently reported comparable moves lends credence to this argument. Arkham Intelligence has also tracked other whale movements, including swaps, in the last 24 hours, which is rather interesting. 2 transactions involving 1 trillion Shiba Inu were recorded by Binance. Within that time span, Coinbase moved 423 billion Shiba Inu, while crypto Com shuffled 146 billion tokens. It seemed like everything is finally fitting together now. Significant Shiba Inu events in the last several days have led to the revelation that a new whale has acquired 237 billion tokens. This acquisition followed a significant announcement made by the Shiba Inu group. Developing a Layer 3 solution on top of Shibarium was said to have secured $12 million in financing. We were talking about this same thing earlier. The first influx of customers has arrived, and the duration of this period is uncertain. While that was going on, the man driving Shiba Inu has explained why he has been around the globe recently. The reason for Shytoshi Kusama's many location changes earlier this year was revealed in a tweet by the artist. Japan, Puerto Rico, New York City, and other U.S. cities, Dubai, and the Maldives were all stops on his travels. Curious about what was going on, the Shiba Inu community followed Kusama's official Twitter profile to follow these developments. Additionally, you may recall that we were really perplexed during this period. There were a lot of ideas and conversations, but nothing worked. We were proven incorrect even after we believed we had deduced the meaning of Kusama's actions. Still, Shytoshi Kusama's behavior piqued our attention and encouraged us to keep searching for solutions, so it was worth the aggravation. As a result, it's clear that community participation is crucial for unlocking creators' secret messages. The crypto project's success can be jeopardized if the community loses enthusiasm or ceases to actively participate. Picture, for instance, a bunch of pals planning a surprise party. No one will be able to enjoy the surprise and avoid disappointment if they don't take the time to figure out the organizer's clues. Similarly, in the cryptocurrency realm, a project's viability might be in jeopardy if the community stops caring about keeping up with its progress. Now Shytoshi has come clean about the fact that he went on his travels to collect money to build the Layer 3 blockchain. This was vital since it is quite unlikely that the $12 million required for the new Project Treat would have been obtained without Kusama's efforts. It would seem that his trips were well rewarded. The new blockchain will be built on Shibarium, a very intriguing idea, which is a Layer 2 solution built on top of Ethereum. Now, let me explain something to you. Lucy, who heads up marketing for Shiba Inu, recently tweeted about how a Layer 3 solution would be great for the breed. She likened placing an L3 layer above an L2 one to shrouding quick-moving transactions in secrecy. Among the many improvements that the Layer 3 solution will provide is heightened security and privacy. Lucy compared it to installing a second lock on a door, which adds an extra layer of protection. A plethora of additional features, like compliance that lets auditors verify even private transactions, low-cost and quick transactions, and more, are all on the horizon. In the same way that Bone powers transactions on Shibarium, the soon-to-be-released Treat token will fuel transactions on this future blockchain. Listen up, because this is crucial. Most importantly, the Shiba Inu team has hinted that Treat might supersede Bone as SHIBASWAP's principal reward token. Bone Coin, as you may recall, was first introduced to the Shiba Inu ecosystem as an essential token to back SHIBASWAP's operations. 2 years ago, the creators created SHIBASWAP, a huge undertaking. Prior to the widespread adoption of cryptocurrency initiatives that occurred after the debut of the swap. Unfortunately, Bone token failed to deliver on its promise, despite its good intentions. The team launched Bone as the Gasai token with the introduction of Shibarium in August. However, due to Bone's use in both Shibarium and SHIBASWAP, the team decided to launch Bone as the Gasai token. A conundrum was produced by SHIBASWAP. Since the two initiatives needed Bone token for separate reasons, the team found it difficult to devote enough time and energy to each. If my understanding is correct, they seem to be seeking to transfer some obligations associated with Bone token to a new token. They no longer have to choose between the two initiatives. Instead, they may devote their whole attention to developing both of them at the same time. That way, the Bone token won't be used for competing purposes, which is a win-win for Shibarium and SHIBASWAP. Everyone here has been fuming and ranting at the creators for what seems like an eternity over the lack of the long-awaited SHIBASWAP 2 and the failure of the Shibarium project to deliver on its promise to burn billions of tokens. They may start keeping their word now that this detail of the bone token has been resolved. This is encouraging news as it shows the developers are fixing problems and adjusting their projects as needed. In order to streamline their processes and remove roadblocks, they are dumping tasks related to the bone token and considering the introduction of Treat as a substitute. They are more likely to provide the upgraded SHIBASWAP and Shibarium if this happens, which is good news for the Shiba Inu community as a whole. However, how do you feel about that? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.